up? We are back with our top 25 players of the Paris Major. We're going to start down at the bottom and work our way up. We're going to try to go through this fairly quickly. Shout out to Codyvrl on X for providing the spreadsheet. So, without further ado, let's get into it. At 25, I have Torsos from Wildcard. He's just a veteran. He anchors that team. They made a really long run at Worlds last year, so we'll see what they can do this year. Torsos, 25. At 24, another veteran of the scene. We'll see if Furia can do anything at this LAN. They've kind of had a disappointing year, but I still have a lot of respect for Yan, so I have him as my 24th ranked player. My 23rd ranked player is going to be a new player, and it's M7MD out of R8. They've kind of surprised some people this year. I think M7 and Abdullah are the best players on their team. That might be foreshadowing a little bit, so stay tuned. At number 22, this may surprise some people, but I have Razebull from MIBR. I liked what I saw from him at the previous major. We'll see if he can continue that good form moving into this major. At 21, I have Monkey Moon from Twisted Minds. Often regarded as one of the best players of all time. Very good LAN player. They squeaked out of Saudi in the first spot, so Twisted Minds Monkey Moon is my 21st ranked player heading into the major. At number 20, I have Codyvrl from Shopify. I think Shopify is probably the second most competitive team out of NA. Codyvrl being the rookie, or still the rookie on that team. I think he's got some stuff to show. I have his other two teammates rated a little bit higher than this. So at number 19, I'm putting Abdullah from R8. Like I said, R8 is surprising people. Abdullah, I think, is the best player on their team. He's really shown out. Plus, his montage is just insane. So, moving on to the top 18. This may be a little lower than some other people have him, but I haven't been really too impressed from what I've seen from Stizzy. I think Exotic has picked up his play a little bit, and then obviously Zen is still Zen. So, Stizzy is in the 18th spot for me. At number 17, I am putting CRR from Ninjas. He's kind of impressed me this year. He's hit some crazy shots. They've upset some teams, and I believe they qualified third behind Vitality and Gentlemates for this major. So CRR is in the 17th spot for me. Moving on to number 16. Okay. We'll try that again. I got Zach from Space Station. Ever since he came back, this team has been just a different team. I would have Diaz down in this range, if not right outside, if I was to put Diaz on this list. But Zach is a standout player. I think he just has a level of calmness to his play, and I really like the teaming up of him and Reveal. So Zach is number 16 for me. Number 15, I have Exotic. We're getting kind of up into the crunch time players here. Exotic has done better supporting Zen this year than he did when he was on Monkey Moon's team. I think him and Stizzy can still pick it up a little bit, but Vitality being the top team in Europe, I think both of them are deserving to be inside the top 20, and I have Exotic at 15. So at number 14, I am putting Nupo, however you want to say it, from Twisted Minds. They squeaked out the top spot over R8, and I think his one's capability is still yet to show out in threes. I think he's still figuring out how to be the most effective player he can on a team. So hopefully he figures that out moving forward. Right above him, I have his teammate, TRK, veteran of the scene. one of my favorite players to watch. Even when he was on Falcons, I liked him over the Twins. But Nupo and TRK, just to be clear, there's no Falcons players on this list because they are not at the major, so anyone who didn't qualify is not in the available players. So this is just a list of players at the major. All right, number 12, we have LJ from Shopify. I think LJ has stepped up big time this year. I really liked what I saw out of him in Open 5 and Open 6. He was flying around the pitch, being clutch. I think he was the second best player right behind First Killer. So I have LJ in the 12th spot. For number 11, I have Archie from Gentlemates. He just supports the other two players so well. He doesn't have to do too much at all. Understands how he needs to play in order to win. And obviously has the mechanical ability if he needs it. So Archie is number 11 for me. Number 10 for me is Reveal from Space Station. I think Space Station, as I said, since Zach has come back and partnered with Reveal and Diaz, they're just a different team. And I think Reveal is the best player on that team. So I have Reveal in my 10th spot. Moving on to number 9. Another NA player here, First Killer from Shop. Consistently around the top 10 players in the world. Yet to really crack the top 5. Just needs a good showing on LAN, needs to win an event, or at least make a grand final and be the standout player. But I have him slotted in just inside the top 10 right now at number 9. At number 8, I have a Tao from Carmine Corp. Last year I would have told you a Tao would have been probably top 5 in the world. I'm a little surprised that Vatira and a Tao are not playing a little better regardless of who their third is. They're not winning every event in Europe anymore. They're not even making every grand final. So I had a hard time putting them in the top 5. So I have a Tao at number 8. And I have Atomic from NRG in the 7th spot. I think I would have had him ranked a little bit lower previously, but this year he's really picked it up a little bit. He's getting closer and closer to beast mode, closer and closer to Daniel as far as each team member being on the same level. But right now I have him slotted as the 7th best player in the world heading into this major. At number 6, I have Oski headed into this major. I think him and Nas are just a diabolical duo. Oski scores some crazy backboard goals, double taps. Nas is a mechanical genius, but right now I have Oski slotted at number 6. At number 5, I have Vatira with K-Corp. I still think Vatira is a top 5 player in the world. As I said, I'm a little disappointed with where they qualified. However, they're here, and they can make anything happen at a LAN. So we'll look to see Vati show out and make it pretty far, hopefully a top 4 at least. Speaking of top 4, we have our top 4 players. Which order are these going to be in? I think everyone knows who the 4 are, but at number 4, I have Beast Mode. One of NA's GOATs. Yeah, his play style is just so fun to watch, and he always seems to come through in the clutch when his team needs it. So Beast Mode is my number 4th ranked player. My number 3 ranked player, I don't think this is any surprise, him being in the top 3. If he has another major the way he did at Boston, I think he's going to be in the running for best player of the world for sure. So Nas right now is my number 3 ranked player. Number 2, I think this is how everyone saw it going, but these are my top 2 players heading into the major. As I said, if there were everyone included in all of Rocket League esports. You would see some Falcons players in here, but right now they're not at the major, so this is my list. Daniel, number 2. What more can you say about Daniel? Probably North America's best player right now, widely regarded as the North American prodigy. Has yet to crack the top spot in the world, in my opinion, but he's getting very, very, very close. Obviously, being world champions last year, and I thought he was the best player on their team. So Daniel is at number 2. This year, Zen is just continuing his form. He is back on his form from when he came into the RLCS as a rookie, won everything. I think he's figuring out how to play with his teammates. Exotic is understanding how to play with him a little bit better, and Vitality is only where Vitality is because of Zen. So that's my list. That's my top 25. If you disagree or agree, let me know in the comments. If you want to see my power rankings of the teams headed into the major, check that out here. Or if you want to see my major prediction video, you can check that out here. All right. Thanks. Bye.